Welcome, bro. Welcome.
Thanks, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Jasmine, can you please go into your bed? Go on, in your bed. Go on. In your bed. Now. Oh, man. Now that we've sorted the animal control, this is our first go live, dude.
Wicked.
We had a bit of issues last time we did it. I'm just gonna. Last time, for those that don't know, last time we recorded for a whole hour. Had a conversation, which was a good conversation, so I mean it wasn't a waste of time, and we ended up not being able to save any of it. So
It was good fun.
looks like we're on live. Are you on
We
your
are
phone?
on live, my friend.
There you go. So you'll be able to see the comments as they come in. Yeah, how's your day been, man? You've been a busy boy today.
Yeah, man. My days are hectic. Those are always hectic. Up at 4, getting into it.
Yeah.
Bloody no rest for the wicked, man. I'm up at 4 most days, getting after it.
At what point did you go, you know what, I want to be a truck driver that I'm going to get up at at some
4
stupid...
o'clock is the sleep-in for me, man. Like I'm up at 2:30 through the week, so 4 o'clock is just like a godsend sleep-in.
Yeah.
I just roll out of bed feeling refreshed. It's awesome.
Every now and then I get like a 6 o'clock start, and geez, man, it's and for those people watching at home, can you comment, because Chris is watching on his phone, can you comment that you can hear us, if that's possible? Can you turn the volume on your phone and you can hear it?
Probably not through the earphones, but we'll give it a go.
Yeah. There we go. Excellent. Now you can turn it back down.
Wicked.
So guys,
So we know that's working.
I'm certainly no, I'm certainly no technical guru with this sort of stuff, so we're sort of learning as we go. But, why I wanted to get into this, man, was no one sits down and talks anymore. Everybody wants to, just play on their phones at half time or text each other. It's not even a bloody phone conversation.
Yeah, man.
So I wanted to create an environment where you can't really run away. You have to sit here
It's
and
a
talk to me.
forced conversation.
Yeah, it
Stuck
is,
here.
and actually look at each other and have a conversation. Share these conversations and stories with people, because I think that all in all, I think that's what people are interested in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we've been friends for a while, huh? So I thought it was a good place.
We worked it out last time, but I've forgotten what we worked out.
I think we said, 13. We would have met each other when we were 13 years old.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm not a mathematician.
18 years. 18, yeah, it would have been 18 years ago. We've been friends for 18 years.
That's
And there's
full on,
some
man.
people that I knew before, before high school. I think I went to primary school with some of those people. So
Yeah, you would have. See, I didn't go to primary school in Sunbury, so
20.
I met everyone at high school.
yeah, a lot's changed since then. Huh?
Yeah.
How many people? You have to sit a bit closer to your mic, bro. Bring it closer for us.
Yeah, dude.
That's a bit better. How many people have you bumped into down the street?
Oh, man, it's funny you say that, actually, because I overtook someone on the way here, and they rung me and they're like, "What are you doing, man? I haven't seen you. We're gonna catch up."
It's funny how that works. I reckon it's funny when the people that bullied me in high school bump into me
Yeah.
and they want to be my best mate, and I look at them like
Nah, bro.
cockeyed, like,
Keep walking.
nah, I don't. I'm always polite. I mean, I don't want the shit. I don't want the argument. If I turn around and go, listen, you were a cocksucker in fucking school, right? What are they going to do? All of a sudden, then the opinion of me is, I bumped into David Cannon the other day. He's still a cocksucker. That's what they're going to say. So, I mean...
I think I was going to say that. I think that's what I get. Like, people bump into me, they're like, "Yeah, that dude's still a dick."
Yeah, wow. Some things change, some things don't.
That's life.
You did year 12, didn't you?
Yeah, finished year 12 before running off to the Navy.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh, well.
What made you go, fuck, you know what? I really liked being told what to do in school. I'm going to go to a place where if I don't do what they fucking say, I get criminal charges. Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty much like that, man. No, it was sort of just like, I don't know, I didn't really have much going. They told me to drop out in year 10, and I'm like, nah, fuck that, I'm staying.
Yeah.
And finished and didn't go to uni or anything. Didn't want to stay. I think I was working at a chicken shop or some shit. No, I was working in a cafe at DFO, and I'm like, nah, this ain't me. I'm going away.
I reckon it's a tough one because some of my teachers, like, I don't give a fuck if she watches this and hears it. Miss Wilson, short Miss Wilson, she actually said to me, whether that was something she said to me, whether it was something to try to get me to stay, so it was out of love, or whether she was just an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. She actually said to me, David, if you leave school now, nothing will become of you. You know, nothing will happen from you.
I think that's just a company line with teachers, though. Like,
Yeah, you know,
they've got that half of students they want to keep in school, and they've got the other half they're just trying to get rid of. There's no in between.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was out of love, but if it wasn't, what an asshole thing to say. And those, I don't think teachers realise how much that shit stays with you for the rest of your life. That's the best part of 18 years ago.
Yeah, man, that's young minds.
And we're still in my head going, fuck you for saying that. Seriously.
Yeah, that impact, man, it doesn't go away. It's something that stays. Like I'll never forget them saying that maybe you should drop out, go get a trade.
Yeah,
because that shit lit a fire under my ass, and I'm like,
I've seen you build things, man. I'm glad you didn't get a trade. Houses be fucking.
They would not be safe. They'd be cheap though.
Oh man, I think it's so funny. So, fucking, we'll tell a story, and we won't let the truth get in the way of a good story. There's this guy, let's say Bob, right? Because he's a nice guy, so I don't want to trash him on this. But Bob, for whatever reason, you pissed off this bloke. And he turned around to me and goes, I will pay you $10 to go punch Chris Feeley in the face. And I was like, fucking easy $10. But see, I was a smart businessman back then.
Ever the entrepreneur.
Yeah, always. And then I approached you, I bailed you up, and I think at the men's toilets, right, out the front of the men's toilets, bailed you up and said, Chris, you got two choices. I'm either going to punch you in the face, or you can tell everybody I punched you in the face and we'll go to the canteen together and split the money. Right? Me
being ever the businessman, that was a pretty simple decision for me.
We went, back then, we
got loaded, man. We got potato cakes.
30 cents potato cakes. You know they're charging $1.20 for those motherfuckers now?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, man.
You know, they were the days.
I went to the fish and chip shop down in Williamstown the other day and I spent $15. Fish and chips, I just wanted a couple of potato cakes. And
it used to be out at $2. You get a meal for $2.
Yeah, dude.
And now this shit.
Yeah. Like, do you remember doing lunch orders?
Yeah, paper bag lunch
orders.
Yeah,
well, you wrote the thing on the paper bag and you got like your sausage roll and your chocolate milk in it. I remember it costing like $3 or something.
Oh, man.
Now, no way.
Do you know what's fucking dumb in this country, right? I was talking to you this the other day. Is our wages haven't changed in this time period. Nothing has changed, right? Maybe the access to more money is there, but people are still getting paid 30 grand to 50 grand a year, right? The most of us.
Yeah,
right?
that's an average.
If you've got a good job, you might be on 60, 70, something like that, yeah? But, drive a garbage truck, $1 million.
They pay us well, mate. No one wants to do it, that's why.
Oh, that's it. But my point is all this shit's gotten fucking more expensive. And, like, let's for instance say, because how many hours we have to do to earn a decent wage. If we just rocked up for the minimum hours, me and you wouldn't earn good.
Nah, man, no, I don't earn bugger all.
The thing that fucking shits me is that we've got... So I worked on Saturday. By the time I got to Saturday, I was well and truly over sort of 60 hours, yeah? Like, so you... With all the penalty rates and your meal allowances and all that sort of stuff, you're in the high tax bracket, right? Then...
That's where just the tax man comes circling around.
Yeah, so I'm there on a Saturday morning. I'm fucked from working my ass off all fucking week, right? Yeah. And I'm getting paid for the first, even on time and a half, I'm getting paid. Excuse me, there is a message for you. I'm getting paid. That's my phone going off, guys. If you're wondering what that noise is.
I was wondering.
Yeah. I don't know how I've turned it on airplane mode, so I don't know why my phone's making that, but I'll figure that shit out one of these days. So I'm there on a Saturday. I'm fucking tired. I've driven well over 2,000 to 3,000 fucking kilometers in the week, right?
Yeah, dude.
And then I'm getting
truck
paid.
Kilometers, man. They're not like driving in your car.
Those
truck
comfy.
kilometers suck. They're not fun.
Bouncing off every fucking pothole there is.
Getting cut off by everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that's another fucking story. But like it's fucking pissing down rain. I'm coming back from Bairnsdale, right? And fully loaded, so 34.5 ton on, and then some arsehole decides you got a gap in between you and the person who's going through bumper to bumper, and some arsehole last minute just boom, duck in.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get angry because I almost hit them and damaged my truck, because I'm not going to damage my fucking truck. I get angry because they don't understand how close they are to death.
Yeah, dude. You see it every single day. I drive to Westgate, man, so anyone who's watching in Melbourne will know that that's not a fun place to be.
And then you got the cocksucker fucking government, right? Where, so I've worked all those hours, all those kilometres, fucking really working hard to better myself and pay my bills on time and everything else, right?
Yeah, dude.
And then I'm working on time and a half for $15 an hour. It's about, let's say it's $16, $17 an hour. Because of all the hours, I'm actually earning less on a Saturday than what I would if I didn't fucking do all the hours.
Yeah, when it boils down, sometimes it's just not worth it. Like you get those ridiculous hours through the week, and then you throw the Saturday on top of it, and it just, you look at your paycheck and you're like, that wasn't fucking worth it. Why did I do this shit for?
Yeah, and you know what? If you say no to the Saturday this week, you got to understand that the boss he might not put you on next week.
Yeah, I've seen that happen to a couple of dudes at my work. They've turned it down and gone, that's it. They don't come back.
That's 100%. So you've got to kind of, you know, get your knees dirty sometimes, constantly be there, and then eventually, like, first 2 hours, time and a half, after that it's double time. So only after the first 2 hours, I'm actually earning my actual hourly rate again.
Yeah, it's a screwed up system. It's designed to keep us so we don't become millionaires.
They talk. That's exactly right. They talk about the yellow line all the time, and that's what it is. Because we are willing to work hard. You can't tell me the fucking politicians work hard. You can't tell me the people in those fucking suits don't
sitting in an office, signing paperwork and telling other people what to do.
Nah, but they don't do the hours either. They're not doing 80-hour weeks. I don't give a fuck with that. Lawyers and doctors might.
Wicked job.
Yeah, I should be a fucking politician. Fucking shit.
You swear too much, mate.
Yeah, you know what? But that's why people vote for me, right? Because I'll fucking get some shit fucking done.
Let's see how you go with Married at First Sight first, yeah.
Oh.
Let's talk about that.
Fucking, let's talk about that. I don't think that I will get in on that thing, right? On Married at First Sight, because I just think it's too good to be true. And if it's too good to be true, it usually is. But I think I'm an interesting dude. I think I've got some shit to say, you know?
I think I'm just going to laugh my ass off if you make it.
Oh, yeah. The glamours, bro. I've never seen an ugly chick on there, man.
It's because it's TV, man. They stopped putting ugly people on TV years ago.
Fake fucking titties, fucking fake lips, fake fucking everything. They know they're on TV. They put an effort in. You never know.
Yeah, true.
I could find the love of my life too. Who knows? They're supposed to be experts, but I reckon half that shit. They put people on there deliberately just to stir some shit up, yeah? I reckon they have to.
Oh, hell yeah. I've never actually watched an episode, so I don't know.
But then I think the reason why I might get on is because I do call a fucking spade a spade. In that, if anyone wants to fucking carry around being a fucking dickhead, I'm going to call them on it.
Yeah, man. It creates drama, and that drama makes or sells tickets, I guess. Whoever the hell they
views, I guess. You know what I think it will be is, let's say Cyrell was on there, right? And she's like over the top, typical sort of warm, hot-blooded woman, you know, like happy to stand up for herself. And for the most part, you know, I think that she was over the top, you know. But I think that I'm trying to get all my shit fucking all nice and tidy. I think for the most part, man, that when she went on her rants, and you haven't seen it, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But when she went on her rants, she goes, one of her lines is, "What you think you're king ding-a-ling?" Like that's what really wants, you know, the Australian public's going, yeah, fucking give it to him. He fucking deserves somebody saying that to him. You know, I'm not gonna.
It's made an impact because you'd hear about it all on the radio the next morning.
Yeah, I think my main goal this year, I had a bit of a, what do you call it? I guess New Year's resolutions. I've made some very strong New Year's resolutions this year. One of which was that I just want to be positive and affect as many lives in a positive way as I can.
Yeah.
Which is never easy. Never easy. And part of that is that if I was to go on national television, I think that what a medium that would be Like,
you're certainly going to be reaching a lot of people.
yeah. Well, on Thursday I did a go live talking about it, and I reached 1,000 people in under 24 hours.
Shit.
Like, that seems like a lot of people, and that's just people on my Facebook. That's not like a marketed Instagram. I've got, I don't have any Instagram followers. I might be lucky to have 1,000. I don't know what it is.
I don't think Facebook's doing too well. We've got 2 people watching. One of them's me.
No, but that's exactly. I expected that though, dude. Because what happens is then we hit share, and then it goes on my wall, and they can view it in their own time.
Yeah, true. Well, to that other person that's watching, thank you. You're awesome.
Who is it?
I don't know.
It's my stalker, probably. Jessica. Is it Jessica?
No, it doesn't tell me. It just tells me who of my friends has watched.
Oh, right. She'd comment. How dare you? How dare you call me that? I've been taking the piss. Yes, that's my goal this year, dude, is to try to affect some people. And I think that would be a great medium to do it. I think there's so much fucking negativity out there. Here we are fucking bitching about the government before.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, we're still
in a
human.
positive way.
Yeah, in that we need to change this fucking shit. Like, fuck, man, I'm tired of being fucking poor.
I don't share that concern, so I can't empathise with you.
Man. The funny thing is that if you get to the... I don't know if this is true or not. This is what someone commented on my video, is that if you get to the end round, you get $50,000 in lump sum.
Yeah, right.
And someone said to me, what would you do with 50 grand, Dave? Like, buy a fucking car that works? Like, I don't know, not a house, deposit, just a car that works.
Nah, screw the house, get the car first.
Yeah, I'd probably buy like a...
Subaru Liberties are always good.
Nah, something can tow, bro. I want something that can proper tow. I don't have to get rid of that.
Don't get an XR6 then.
No, the turbo would go off its head.
Oh, it can tow, you just can't hook up a trailer to it.
Really? Why?
Yeah, the holes for the D-shackles are too small. You can't fit any standard size D-shackles through them.
Yeah, I can figure that. Don't worry.
I can figure that
Uncle
out.
Dave comes. Alright, I'll fix it later.
That's another story.
Tell me about your Navy days, bro.
Navy days.
So this was a while ago.
Yeah.
What was your rank?
My,
What rank did you get to?
My rank was seaman.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I didn't get very high up.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I had some good times in the Navy. I've been out. I'm just trying to work that out. When did I get out? 2011. So I've been out. What's that? 8 years? 7 years.
Yeah.
Damn. That discipline's still there. Like that shit doesn't really go away. Nah, man. My military days. I look back at them. It's a bittersweet look back because I sort of wasted opportunities. Too young, too dumb. More concerned with drinking than applying myself.
I'm doing that now.
Yeah, man. Like, I wish I could go back into the military now with the mentality, or back then in a younger body with the mentality I've got now, and I'd fucking rule the world.
Yeah.
But I did some cool shit. I ran armories. I went on submarines. I went on warships.
Do they still have Australian gun laws? Are they semi-automatics, or they still like all those gun laws still apply?
What, rifles?
Yeah, all
no,
those.
they've got fully automatic rifles. Like machine guns.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, like full
Gangster.
auto machine guns.
Are they air compressed, or they like AK?
Gas fed. The Steyer's a gas fed rifle.
Yeah, so they have gas canisters in a...
Yeah.
Isn't that
gas
fucking
rifle,
dumb though? Because you're like, if you're in the heat of the battle, oh fuck, I forgot to go to the 7-Eleven to do my gas changeover, swap and go.
I don't think the military quite works like that.
Sorry guys.
You're not paid for I don't know what the gas is, that's way technical, that's over my head.
Do you know how an AK works, yeah? The last shot
the
powers
gas
the
release
next one.
brings the next round up, and then it's a cycle until...
That's why when you
AKs
rack it to start it, because that racking motion gets that first bullet to go.
And it's the same, I know, with the M60, that if it stops firing, you just keep racking it until it fires.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but no, military, man, they got like things like belt-fed machine guns. I used to have a photo. I got robbed a few years back, and they stole the hard drive. But you remember that Rodeo I used to have?
Yeah, actually.
I had a photo of me on top of that with an F89 Minimi, which is a light support weapon, which is basically a belt-fed machine gun.
Yeah, yeah. But you only did operations. You never saw any sort of combat.
Nah, man, no combat. Nah, I didn't go.
That's being Australian for us. We're not starting wars, motherfuckers.
Nah, I didn't go anywhere, and they don't tend to send the Navy sailors to fight. That's more of an army thing.
Yeah.
So ships will go out and do stuff, but nah, I didn't get any of that. So I was on shore most of my tour, and I did cool shit. I don't regret my days, but I wish I'd used them a bit better.
Yeah, I think that's. I look back on it, fucking, it's just like boom, you know,
Yeah,
life's gone quick. You know?
It flew like all of a sudden you're 30 and you're like, shit, what the hell happened there?
Yeah. But at the same time too, you chat with like 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Was I really that fucking dumb? Like, when it's that? Is it still going?
Yeah, we've still got two people, so me and someone else.
Yeah, yeah. I reckon I know who it is. Someone's on a road trip, mate.
Just watching us in the background.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you're right. I think we look back at those kids now and look at the shit that we're doing, and with all this social media and stuff, everything they're doing is recorded, whereas all the shit we did,
didn't have it up.
there's no fucking evidence of what we did. So
Yeah.
people could either say we're bullshitting or we didn't do it or whatever, but like we know what we did.
We had full fucking brick phones, man. Like Nokia 3810s.
My first
Which
phone
is-
had a blue screen.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, man.
I had the C, right, the 38C, right, which was like it was one of the first mobile phones that had only a small aerial instead of the full pull-out aerial.
Oh yeah. I never had one of those. I never had the full pull-out aerial, but mine had the little snub nose aerial thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and then I used to throw the phone at people, and the aerial used to get them in the fucking leg, and I'd cork them. It was indestructible, that fucking thing.
Yeah, man, those old phones were bad. Like these things, man, you sit on them wrong and they break.
If we ever have like a fucking invasion where like fucking the Japs or something are coming over, bombing people, I'm just going to collect all the Nokia 32 fucking 10s and stick them to the outside of my fucking house, and no one will fuck
man,
me.
It's bomb-proof. Nothing's
Yeah.
going in there.
It's fucking
Do you
true.
remember how excited we got though? I don't know about you, but I finally got one of those. I think it was a Motorola Razr, the first flip phone thing.
Yeah.
I wanted them, man, and I thought that.
Do
I
you
was
reckon
like,
people would? I think it was a gimmick, but
oh, it was massive gimmick, but it was awesome. Like everyone
Yeah.
had one, and I wanted one.
what's dumb, right? How many of your teachers were like, "You'll never carry a. You need to learn this algebra, man, because you're not going to carry this. You're not going to carry a phone around. You're not going to carry a calculator around every day.
No.
Fuck
Now-
we are watching porn on our fucking phones. Mate, don't worry about the fucking calculator.
We could do everything on this, man. Like, I would genuinely be lost without my phone. I don't know what I would do. I don't know anyone's number anymore, and that's another thing. Like, I don't have them written down anywhere either. So
It's like when you go out on a big night on the town, and then like you wake up somewhere, like in the gutter somewhere.
all the
That's-
bullshit in
that-
front of your house.
That's my night. Yeah, right. And then, and then you need to call someone to come get you, but your phone's fucking dead, and you literally and your bank account's fucking empty
So you
because you
can't
haven't
get a taxi.
transferred all the money into the right account. Like you're fucked.
Or you've spent it all on beer.
That was last night.
Yeah.
Good old Daddy-O come to rescue.
So how did your day go, Dave?
Wow, good. I stayed at a mate's mum's house on a blow-up mattress in the lounge room.
Mad.
Yeah, well, it was better than paying for a $150 fucking taxi on the way home.
Yeah, true that.
And then I had heaps of batteries, so it was sweet. But I spent too much money last night, so I had to call up Daddy-O and say, "Hey, Daddy-O, have you? I was telling you about Pay ID, man. If anyone doesn't have Pay ID, you're a fucking bill. You basically now it's instant cash, any bank, right away. I called up Dad, boom, transferred in my bank account. It's fucking
And on you go.
so handy. Yeah, and then now I can afford to live from the week.
See, shit like that scares me, man. I'm still getting my head around PayWave. So.
You know what, but they've already got your information, bro.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna fucking get you. They're gonna get you. If you're the unlucky son of a bitch that fucking gets caught with that, I mean, that gets robbed. I mean, get robbed.
Yeah, I'm more of the prevention rather than.
I know people that change their fucking passwords every couple of months, and they still get fucking like bank account jacked.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know?
That's some bullshit right there.
Yeah. Fuck scumbags.
Get your own money. I work hard for this shit.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that. 60% of our fucking wage goes to fucking dole bludgers.
And he went back on that shit.
Oh yeah.
Fucking.
When you see that money come out in tax, right? I want everyone to do this, and you see 10 grand, 20 grand. Me and you are probably gonna be paying closer to 20 grand this year in tax, at least, right? Yeah, and some, right? So let's just first say it's 20 grand because my maths is fucking really poor, right?
Yeah, I'm not great.
So let's say 12 grand of that is all going to Dole Blazers. 12,000. That could be in your pocket, but instead it goes to fucking Dole Blazers.
Yeah. Like, there are some people that definitely need that money, but some of them that don't. It's not hard. Go get a warehouse job. Get off your ass.
Yeah. We've got fucking labour hire, bro.
Yeah, dude. It sucks.
It's not hard to get a fucking job.
It's better than painting houses in 40-degree heat.
We did that. Fuck, he was so we fucking tell you a story. So we were all down in our fucking dumps. That's part of growing up, I guess. But I come back from Thailand, living in Thailand. I told my fucking boss at the time I had a good job at a quarry in Bacchus Marsh, and I said, "Oh, I'm just going away for a couple of weeks to Thailand," and then I was just having too much fun, and I could come back like 3 or 4 months later, and then so I didn't have a job, of course, because I didn't call him to let him know that I was not coming back for ages. I just abandoned my job like a mature adult that I am.
As you do.
And then I was crashing on the floor at a mate's house on a couch.
We were all broke as shit too, so none of us could carry your ass. We were living on 2-minute noodles at that time.
I was actually on the couch, huh? Because I
man.
just sold my house.
Yeah.
And that's why I was on the couch.
Those were rough days, and we kept getting robbed.
Yeah, but I'm sus on it. No way. I mean, Jazz is a good dog, but I mean, surely her being there is enough to keep people away. You know?
Not in that case, it wasn't.
They come back from fishing rods, dude.
Yeah, man. What did they go through? They went through it 3 times.
3 times.
They
even
stole my empty safe.
Stole your empty safe. They missed a giant. Hey, if you're watching this and you know, if you're someone I know that fucking robbed me, you dumb cunts. I had fucking $6,000 in cash from a cash job I was going to do, building a deck, right, in an envelope that was on my bed, and you knocked it off my fucking bed onto the floor and stole my TV and all the other shit when you had $6,000 in fucking cash.
Stole my empty safe that had some rubber bands in it and a note saying, "Fuck you, I've got no money."
That's exactly right. Yeah. So just so you know, if you rob me, you're a fucking dumb cunt.
I was a little pissed they took my Xbox, man.
They took the fucking door off the Canara.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fucking... Yeah, that was sus. There was something not right there. But we were broke as shit, man. We had nothing worth taking.
Nah, you're right. But to us, it was inconvenient. We didn't have many, we didn't have many...
Yeah, we didn't have much, and what we did have, we couldn't replace because we had no money.
Yeah. That hurts. It's those things that make you tougher, but those little things that happen, you just go, fuck, what do? Get insurance.
Yeah, well,
that's what we do
I
now.
think when it's a choice between eating and insurance, I think I'm going to go for the food first.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah, man.
But now we're in it.
But that's how we ended up painting houses in 40-degree heat.
Yeah, that wasn't bad days though, because at least we're doing a shit job with our mates.
Not for you, man. You were getting all the good jobs going around in the shade and shit. I had to paint a fucking side of a house in direct sunlight for like 8 hours, man. I don't do well in the sun. I'm
No way that paint stayed on the fucking walls.
Oh,
either.
fuck no. I'm not a qualified painter. At all.
But
if you're watching and you own that house, we're sorry.
Yeah.
No liability.
Oh man, but he didn't give a fuck. He didn't even want to wash the walls before we started painting them. We're painting over fucking cobwebs.
Yep.
And like if we started cleaning them up before we did it, we'll get told off. What are you doing wasting time with that shit?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Then what did we do? Then you went to warehouse work.
We built that deck.
Yeah, and then they had issues with permits. Poor people. They're such lovely people.
Yeah.
They had issues with permits. They got asshole neighbours that were worried about the deck being built at a certain height. They wanted to build it really cheaply, so I built it really cheaply, but then they were complaining about that some of the deck had a bit of flex in it.
Yeah.
You know? And
so we worked our asses off for that fucking thing.
in 40-degree heat.
In 40-degree fucking heat.
Yeah. But I mean that's a life lesson to them too. Don't employ cheap labour. Don't
employ qualified tradesmen. That's the thing to do.
Yeah, fucking get your permits, get all the right shit. It's too easy to fuck someone over these days if you don't tick your boxes.
Yeah, dude. No, after that, man, I think I went to work in that brewery for a little while because I found labour hire.
Oh yeah, and then you fucking smashed like a massive pallet of fucking something. You knocked something over.
That's right. I fucking dropped a pallet of I think they have like I can't remember the number. It was like 2,500 bottles, empty bottles to go into the machine to be filled.
Was that it?
No, it knocked like another 2 over.
No, but was that it? That was the end of your job after that?
Yeah, I didn't get called back after that because it was labour hire. So because I was on a fork, I might have embellished on my forklift driving experience. I'd only just got the license. And they're like, "Oh, have you driven forks?" Oh, yeah, I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm like, oh, sweet. And yeah, I think I crashed in like a week.
It's hard. You could just take whatever work you can fucking get though. We were desperate back then.
Yeah, we really were. Like, we were literally living off noodles and shit, man. We had no money at all.
Cans of tuna.
Yeah.
Cans of tuna, toast, 2-minute noodles, dim sum pies, fish fingers.
Yep.
Like, fish fingers was starting to get up there because they were
Yeah,
starting
they were getting a bit pricey, man. We couldn't afford bird's eye or anything. We were getting those fucking black and white motherfuckers that you get.
Yeah, true.
Ones that they come out of the supermarket freezer and they're already frostbitten.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
yeah.
I'm just going to have to eat it now.
Because that was after the Navy days for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was well and truly after. So I came back, I went out, lived on a farm out in...
Do you work on that farm?
little odd jobs
Like
in here.
paid? No, not a full-time job. But
Nah, it wasn't a working farm. It was being run down at that point. So just things like maintaining the place, keeping the electric fences going, mowing the lawns.
What was to go with that? Was that a family farm or something?
Yeah, family farm.
Yeah. Now they sold it and then probably stabbed each other for the profits.
Oh, I don't know. I stay out of that. I don't really speak to any of those people anymore. I don't know what the hell they did.
I'm baiting you into a conversation. You're like, go on, give me something.
Not what I want to have. Yeah, that is what it was. It was nice living on the farm. The scenery was good. It was relaxing for the time I was there.
That's what I'm doing now, man. This place is, for those that people don't know, it's quite modest, this place, isn't it? It's kind of got character.
It's nice, man, and it's peaceful out here, dude.
It's quiet. No one bothers me. The rent's cheap. The landlords.
No one can find it to bother you. So.
Well, that's true. Landlords, they're chilled as fuck. I mean,
Yeah, man.
how the fuck? Like, I go from extremes. This landlord, I say to him, hey man, I need this done. Boom, it's fucking done. Straight away. You know, like,
Yeah, good luck with that, man.
that's good.
Being in an urban rental, it doesn't work that fucking way.
The roof leaks, I haven't told him about that. It leaks about 6 different spots. But
Man.
you can see one there. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
doesn't, I'm just like making sure it doesn't leak anywhere near my equipment now, because this has set me back a fucking life savings to
Yeah,
set this
dude,
shit
you've set it up from last week when we did the failed fucking podcast. You've gone all out.
Yeah, but it's cool now because I'm doing more than I ever thought I would. The table I got for free, I got that off Marketplace.
Yeah.
And then even which what a bargain. It's actually a mad table.
You had to fucking man carry it in though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, man! I almost like bust a pooper valve just fucking lifting it in. Got it in. I was like, fuck, what do I do? But is that still going? I'm gonna check that. I heard something going in.
Yeah, man. It looks all good on my end.
I'm gonna go check my phone, bro. Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah, we're still going. We're just working out technical difficulties. First podcast. You can't expect perfection.
Yeah. I hire out jumping castles, dude, and I've got a jumping castle that's in the back of my ute right now, right?
Where the fuck did you get a jumping
I
castle?
had it from the gym days, yeah.
Why'd you buy it?
Well, because we always were doing kids events once a month. Well, once a term we did kids events, right? So I was tired of hiring a jumping castle.
Yeah, true.
But by that stage, I was starting to lose my passion. I was starting to get worn down by the business, so we didn't really get the full use out of it. But now I've got it, and people know I've got it, and every now and then I hire it out, yeah?
Yeah.
So I hired it out to my mate Darcy. Shout out Darcy, he's just started his gym in HitFit. And I was just talking to him and he was giving me some really cool ideas about some of the people I've got coming up. Yeah, I should ask to come on. And I reckon it's kind of fun doing it, man. So I think that we might get a few people in here. You know?
Yeah, man. Well, you're always going to get different perspectives and different conversations from different people.
Yeah, I think so.
You?
I think I'm really excited with a few of the people I've got coming on that I reckon would be cool. I was speaking to... Darcy's an interesting character for himself anyway. I mean, he grew up with a dad that's a multiple world champion. Right? He can't walk anywhere down the street without anyone knowing like who he is, because he's, you know...
Yeah, right.
But like one thing I do like about him is his own brother goes, dude, I don't know anyone nicer than him. He goes, okay, yeah, but he's your brother. And then he goes, and this is Jake saying this, and Jake goes, well, I've got other brothers. What a comment to make, dude. Like that's as he's highly regarded, he's a nice dude. So he's going to come on potentially next week.
Yes.
He's going to settle down in his new gym, but probably on the weekend, something like that. It'll be cool. And like we can now, with this switchboard that I've got, I can have 8 different microphones. So I've gone from having struggling to make my tiny little mini mixer over there do the job to now I've got this giant mixer that I can have.
Yeah, well, we were talking into the one last week.
Yeah, it just didn't sound as good.
Okay, but it wasn't fantastic.
I think that sorry, Jim. I think that you're still connected.
Yeah, man, it's still.
Yeah, I think that if you know you can do something better, you've got to. I think you're a fool to just let some shit go. It's mediocre. Fuck it, and put that out in the world. You know.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know if well, I don't even know if this is going to be something that people are interested in watching.
Guess we'll find out.
Well, I guess so.
Depends on how interesting your guests are.
Yeah, it's true. But at the end of the day, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to consistently keep putting it out there. And I'm going to have fun talking to people. And if I build an audience, I build an audience. If I haven't lost anything. I'm having fun.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Fuck yeah.
So, I reckon that's cool. But, hey, recently you were at the SES today, but recently you joined the SES a while ago. That's pretty exciting. That's a big life sort of achievement, man.
Yeah. Not so much an achievement.
It's a big difference for you, though.
It was a change. I went through a big change about 3 years ago now, where I cleaned up my act, stopped doing dumb shit, and sort of got my life back on track. And joining the SES has been a big part of that. And now I'm sort of making moves through there. Just became a crew leader and
going up,
really solidifying.
What was happening? What was happening at what point? So take me through, like, what was happening a couple of years ago?
Oh, I was a fucking piss wreck.
Yeah.
Hanging out with piss wrecks and doing piss wreck shit.
Isn't it funny how we talk about people say you're an average of the 5 closest people, of average of the people you hang around, who lie down with dogs, get up fleet, all that sort of thing. But for you, that was true, man.
Yeah, it really was.
I remember you doing shots before you went to work some days.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, it wasn't a great period of my life, but I'm a big believer of everything you do for a reason.
Yeah, true.
And wouldn't be the man I am today. I wouldn't have had a reason to change if I didn't go through those rough times. And so picking that up, like with all the shit that I do now, like I'm busy. Like, you know how hard it's been to try and tie me down for this fucking podcast.
Yeah, true.
The SES was one of the first moves I made when I cleaned up my act, and it's been one of the most fruitful. Like, I get so much out of it.
So you're training kids now, yeah?
Yeah, so one of my roles is as a junior, we call them our squad, so a junior squad instructor, and we instruct 15 to 18-year-old kids.
So those kids are able to go out to call-outs?
Not yet. It's still a really early program that we're working on, so we're still playing around with the rules and figuring out what we can and can't do with them.
So legalities and shit. Like,
yeah,
so we can't even talk about some of your call-outs.
Yeah, some of it I'm not allowed to give information on, and they're pretty strict on their media policies with that, but I know what I can and can't say.
That's the good thing. It's good. It's a big difference, though. I think that's something that I found in the gym, that was one of the things that kept me going for so long, like shaping young minds. And
it's rewarding, isn't it?
It is, because we think...
Unbelievably rewarding.
Well, we're talking about, how much I think the fucking system's fucked, right, before, about wages and this and that, and that's all...
We had the rant minute.
Yeah, that's right, but I mean, that's stuff that if we can sort of effectively change that for the world, we won't be around when that change happens, but we can try.
But we can commit to it, or not. We can contribute to it.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's important to try to just, even if it's just creating hope that we can change.
Yeah, dude.
Hope that we can change humanity. Like, people are so fucking negative, and it's infectious, like a fucking disease.
It is, man. Like, you can be in such a positive mood, and if someone's in a negative mood, like, you fall into step with that. You've really got to fight to just try and stay positive.
Fucking oath.
A lot of it comes down to your own mental discipline, but
that's why you teach fucking kids.
Yeah,
it's a learned fucking skill.
It is. Discipline is something you work on constantly, and that's something I've found over the last couple of years.
I love it when my haters fucking voice up. Like, fuck you, cunts. I'll show you how nice I can be.
Mine just disappear into the background, and I don't hear from them again.
Do you still get it?
Lovely.
I'm 31 years old, and I still get people. It just
might be because you're in the public eye a lot more than I am. I don't really have haters.
I don't even try to be.
I probably do, but fuck them.
Well, yeah, I don't even try to be. I think that I just get a lot of reward from seeing people cheer up.
Yeah.
When I get to work, I try to smash a can of energy drink before I get to work.
It's just you've got that, you're riding that high.
Yeah, I'm just like, boom, I need to be on my game. I walk in, hello everybody, and I'm rubbing people's shoulders, I'm getting stuck in.
You're that fucking guy that makes everyone rush to their trucks and try and leave in the morning.
Everyone else starts to talk to me. They go, sometimes when I was the new guy, they're like, Dave, they go, what was that new guy's name? You know, the guy that's really hyperactive, likes horses. Oh, that's Dave. Yeah. That's why I'll get on Married at First Sight, bro.
Oh, dude.
They're not ready for the hurricane that is the cannonball. I'll tell you.
You can't claim the hurricane, man. You're already in fight industry. That's fucking, that name's taken.
Yeah, no, but they're just not ready for the. I don't reckon they're ready. I don't think they've ever had anybody on there with a personality the size of mine. Sometimes because I've got light and
or
shade.
an
Ego for sure. I don't give a fuck. But you know what happens? This is the thing about martial arts. I think is what happens is when you take away any sort of physical intimidation by people, it's everything's stripped away. You're not fighting insecurity.
You can say what you want to say. You've got that confidence in yourself.
Yeah, because what's the worst you're going to do? You're going to have an opposing opinion. That's the worst that things are going to happen, right? And if you're going to be rude to me, I mean, that's not really all that bright, depending where we are at the time. I mean, right.
Just position yourself directly in front of the surveillance camera.
Well, I just think to myself, you know, like, once you take away that, like, because that's what happens. Like, that's that male fucking ego, is that guys go, what did you say to me? And they puff their chest out, and then away they go. But as soon as somebody knows you know how to handle yourself, they can't go, what did you say to me? They have to use their fucking brain. They can either cop it on the chin or use their brain and come up with an alternative argument. And all of a sudden...
People aren't going to usually put that fucking effort in. They'll just walk away.
100%.
Or they'll try and fight.
Well, the thing is too, like, I mean, half the people... this is something I've realised since driving a truck, right? You don't realise how fucking dumb people can be until... A, the people that other road users, like, that make dumb moves.
Yeah.
But not only that, other fucking truck drivers.
Oh man, truck drivers are the worst.
So they know their job, but you're trying to have a conversation about anything other than, I don't know, trucks and drinking beer and meat on the barbecue. They got
Nothing.
no opinions.
I find that they're all really into full driving usually. Like all the guys in my yard, man, are all mad keen full drivers.
Yeah, I am too. Like, and that's true. A lot of them are country boys. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm the young guy. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, same man.
I'm not the youngest, but I'm one of the young guys.
Most of the guys in my yard, they're not old because you got to have some sort of physical ability to do my job. But they're not. I don't think any of them are as young as me. They're all 35, 40, 45s.
Yeah. I think it's interesting how that's affecting this, because our company's growing. It's like boom, like booming. It's already a massive company, and they're quadrupling in sort of in size. How long have we been going for, bro?
42 minutes.
No, it's just getting started, getting warmed up. I think it's funny because I think there's people in that company, in my company, that they never do anything for no reason, if that makes sense.
Yeah, everything's for gain.
Yeah, the managers know what is going on. They're not just accidentally putting this person in this truck. That's not an accident in my company. They're moving chess pieces.
People in there for a reason.
Yeah, they're moving chess pieces to try to see who's who in the zoo, and you either stack up or you don't, you know. And that's why having a good attitude fucking is important, because if you don't, I mean, you're gonna overlook you for more money. We're talking about fucking money and manager positions and this and that.
That's it, man. It all comes down to money. If you're not making the company money, then you and the company have got a problem, and the company's going to win.
I do like. What's your opinion on these sort of people like pushing this, you know, be self-employed agenda? What's your opinion on that? Would you rather work for yourself, or would you rather work for a company?
Honestly, man, I'd rather do what makes me happy. So if working for myself is what made me happy, then I'd do that.
But let's say...
I tend to be a company man myself.
If you could do any fucking job, what would you do?
I'd be a doctor.
Yeah, right. Let's say you're a doctor, right? But chances are, like, let's say you did all your doctorate. I mean, that's not a good one because there's always a shortage of doctors. But let's say you wanted to be a doctor, and you couldn't get a job anywhere, then you could go become self-employed and just start your own practice, yeah? Effectively? I'm not sure.
I don't think it works that way, but I never looked into that, so it could be.
But that's what happens, yeah? So let's say I wanted to be a boxing trainer, but I didn't want to be the fuck around to go around and have to prove myself and work for free. But,
So you just wanted to start up a boxing company?
So I started a boxing gym, you know? I think that's the appeal for self-employment, but
yeah.
I don't think that this economy is not set up for people that want to be self-employed.
Not if you want to make money. They go. The way I sort of see small businesses is people that have got a passion for something.
And that's the only way they can follow that passion.
Yeah, and they're following it through. Like, I don't see a lot of small business. Like, yeah, you get the odd real big success story that goes global or becomes a publicly traded company or something like that. But most of the time, I think it's just people following their passions. And honestly, if they're happy, I know it's stressful running a small business, and you get a lot of sleepless nights. And working for a company, even if you're doing 12-hour days and you're out of home, like I leave home at 2:30. Some days I don't get home until 6-7 p.m.
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning, that is. And I guess with small business, you're getting that element too. You're not getting paid for that time.
Yeah, that's the worst part. That's the thing. At least, see, I've had both my ways, each way right now, and I'm loving working for a company. No stress. Don't have to do books. Don't have to do my own tax. Super. If I want to have a day off, I just apply for the day off a day or two before. Go have a day off, and I get paid for that fucking day off.
Yeah, dude. So the closest I've come to that is like having casual work and doing cash jobs and shit like that. The freedom is good, like not really having to answer to anybody, and if I don't want it anymore, I just don't fucking turn up. And that's the end of that shit.
See, I'm not stressed,
I'm a company man. I've always been, probably always will.
Because we're truck drivers. There's so much fucking work out there. So even if I fuck up, right? Even let's say I roll a truck, right? Which is bad.
That's about the man. Drive it under the Montague Street Bridge. That's about the.
Yeah,
that's about
you're gonna get the sack for that shit. Yeah, and and rightfully so. You should get.
They put people in jail for that now, man.
How the fuck do you know? That's a famous bridge. How the fuck do you go? We've got
It's
stickers.
got fucking warning lights and shit.
They got warning lights. We've got stickers on our windscreen that says 3.4 meters tall.
Yeah, dude. Like I've got a job actually around the Montague Street Bridge. And I have to drive through the height detection device to get to it. And I've actually had a van pull in front of me and slow down to a stop because he thought I was running the bridge. Yeah. Like, it's full on. Like, I've got people that...
What is your height on your truck?
3.6.
So you're higher than my tipper.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I think I'm 3'4".
Yeah.
And I've got a big fucking truck, dude.
Yeah, man. Mine, I don't know, it's pretty high. The clearance on it's pretty good. I got it through the floodboard at Spencer Street Bridge the other day.
There you go. Fuck, we had some rain this week.
Yeah, man. But yeah, there's a few of them around, but like just through my job, like when I first started, it was fucking terrifying because I know there's those low bridges and I don't know where all of them are. But after doing it for a year, man, I know where they are through.
If you're gonna go under it, you're not gonna accidentally go under a fucking low bridge if you're paying attention.
No, it's almost impossible. Like there's a couple I can get under 3.6 bridges, and that's fucking hairy.
Yeah.
But I know of a few that I just can't just find another way around. The problem is if you're using GPS, which you do in the early days when you're learning an area, the fucking GPS doesn't take into account your height. So like especially running at 4 in the morning, you're fucking dog tired.
Dude, we got truck GPSs that take us on fucking into like suburban streets.
Yeah, that happened to you the other day, didn't it? You got stuck in a paddock?
Yeah, I was in a fucking paddock and I went to a fuck. And it was a job site, it just wasn't my job site. I was a kilometre away from it too, so like, it's not like, and I'm lucky that the ground was hard enough, because if it had been after all this rain, I was fucked. I'm talking bulldozers to drag my ass out, because I was fully fucking loaded, like, there's no other truck that's going to pull you out.
It's not going to be fun making that call to heavy haulage to go, hey, yeah, I'm stuck.
Yeah, I haven't had to do it yet, but it's been a couple of times.
No, neither have I. I thought I might have been in the floodwaters, but I got through.
And I think the hardest thing is that other people within your company, they don't remember what it's like to learn to drive a truck. So, what did that sound?
I don't know what that sound was.
Yeah, I'll check that again.
We've had another technical difficulty to our one viewer.
We're still fucking recording. It's saying I've got 5.2 gigabytes left of memory on my phone.
Righto.
That's what it is.
And we're back.
Yeah. So, that's that. So, you're gonna miss us now too, dude. You were single for a while.
I was single for 5 years, man.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. It wasn't really by choice. I'm not the best looking dude around, and I was drunk all the time. Shit like that.
You weren't helping.
I wasn't fucking helping. I had a big ass, dirty fucking beard for a lot of that time as well. That further didn't help the cause.
I know your affliction.
That mustache is disgusting.
Do you know what? Like, a few people have actually complimented it though. That's not just me going.
Were they drunk?
Well, one person last night was drunk. Yes. Some people are going, I like it. Married at First Sight said it's a point of difference. They said I look like the honey badger. Yeah.
I'm not sure that's something you want to look like, but fucking no, I'm not one to judge.
Oh, look, I had it because of a bet, and then every time I looked at myself in the.
I'm the only person watching.
That's okay. We'll put that on. We'll put it on later, and people will watch it in their own time. I don't really care if people watch it or not. It started off every time I walk past the mirror or see my reflection, I'd see the fucking moustache, and it made me fucking laugh at myself.
I do a double take every time I look at you, dude. It's fucking horrific.
Delicious.
Like, you remember all those years you were telling me the beard's got to go? Fucking, this is me now returning that favour. The beard's got to go,
Yeah,
bro.
the difference was, like, you weren't getting laid.
No, I was not.
I was trying to help you. I mean, I do okay. I mean, I'm not the worst looking bloke around. You know?
And I remember one night I was hanging out at Ryan Noble and Jared Noble's place.
Yeah.
They lived in Goonawara, and I got fucking hammered because he was doing a clear out of his beer fridge. And I had my beard, it was probably one of the longest points I'd ever got it, and I was so drunk that I decided as a joke to cut it off because I had it up in a tied up ponytail, to cut it off and then I think I got Jared Noble to pull on it, and literally I was the only person that laughed. They're like, you cut your beard off, you dickhead. I'm like, yeah. That was fun.
That's when years of
yeah, that was getting towards the end of my piss wreck behaviour.
yeah, things change, but you got to grow up.
Yeah,
because otherwise you would have just ran yourself into the ground.
Yeah, exactly, man. Right, man. And it's all about breaking a cycle, and like I've done that with things like SES, with Spartan.
Dude, you come from a piss wreck family, man.
Yeah, bad.
Some people, like I come from a really conservative Christian family, right? And like
It's just
that's
different.
just as sometimes just as detrimental to your development. You know, I think. I'm not saying that. You know, I was raised in a beautiful family home. You know, and everyone has the best intentions, but I don't necessarily think. I look back at some of the shit that went down, like in churches that we're involved in, and
Yeah, all the shit that's all over the news now and shit.
yeah, wow, we never had anything like that around us, but you know, there's so much politics in churches, backstabbing, and they treat each other that way, and I just look. That's why I stopped going to church.
You put any large group of people, a whole bunch of different people in the same room, eventually politics are going to emerge and people are going to fight and backstab and shit.
But they're supposed to be the
They're
example.
supposed
They're
to
the
be the
ones saying,
examples in the community, though.
yeah, and that's probably, I've seen better behaviour. This is true, right? I joined a jiu-jitsu gym, I think I would have been 23, right? 23, 22, around that time, right? And they welcomed me with open arms. Everyone, there was no bitching, no backstabbing. Everyone was genuinely interested in how your day was fucking going.
Yeah, dude. And I found that I trained with you at combat for a little while.
Yeah,
I found
yeah.
that with the gym I'm at the moment. Like,
No
people
fucking
are
politics.
so just
We
laid
are
back
peop-
and there to do what they're there to do.
Choking people unconscious and bending their joints the wrong way until they tap out from pain. Yet, and we treat each other better than people that are
It's
preaching.
supposed to be all about good vibes and
Yeah,
dude.
so much has changed, huh? But I think. Do you reckon what's the plan? Are you gonna drive a truck for a while?
Nah, man. I'm actually in the process of getting an application together for the commandos.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
Why do you want to do that?
Just fulfilling a life goal, man. I'm right on the age where my body probably won't be able to cope with something like that for much longer. So
Because you've been doing Sparta a bit.
yeah, my Spartan training.
Is that sort of gotten that? Is that sparked that idea?
Yeah, a little bit. Like it was always something I wanted to do to go into SF, and I had an opportunity when I was younger that I didn't take, and it's just sort of been a regret that I've carried with me.
Yeah.
So I figure that it's something I'm going to get an answer for. If I get it, I'll be fucking stoked, and it'll be the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Hard fucking work that one.
But if I don't get it, I'm also enrolling in a paramedic degree. So
You got the
back
brains
playing.
for it.
Yeah, man.
You never
so-
struggled in high school, really, did you?
Nah, I got through. I didn't get the best marks, but I didn't get the worst. I've gotten smarter as I got older. So,
Yeah, so I'm going up
like a nice wine, mate. I get better with age.
I don't. So I reckon I'm getting more immature. I think as I get older, I make better decisions in terms of life affecting decisions. But my brain now doesn't operate like I used to be sharp, bro. I used to remember people's
You've been
names.
punched in the head too many times.
Makes effect. And at the moment, I'm going through that sort of way of thinking. Well, is it starting to become time to hang the boots up, or hang the gloves up, so to speak? Because at what stage? What am I doing it for now? You know, I used to make a decent quid doing it. I had plenty of followers that come watch me.
Yeah.
Well, what am I doing it for now? I can't really sell that many tickets.
It sort of drops off, and if you're not getting the enjoyment from it anymore,
Dude, I'm not that good. Like I'm
and that's disheartening as well. Like if you're not kicking goals in it, your motivation drops.
No, like I'm better than the average bear, yeah. But I mean, that's not when you get to a certain level. There's not like just randos off the street aren't jumping in the ring, punching on with you.
Yeah.
You're talking the guys that
are
I'm
prepared, they're trained, they're there to beat you up.
Yeah, and they're younger, or they're more experienced, or they've been boxing their whole life. I've only been boxing for 2 years, you know, and it's very different to kickboxing or Muay Thai, you know.
Do you ever get like when you've been in the ring in a boxing match? Have you ever gone to throw the leg and been like, oh no,
everyone always asks that
sport.
question. Nah, because I think you really understand that what you can and can't do.
Yeah, but it doesn't just slip in. You don't just fall into a pattern.
I've thrown a knee. I've thrown some elbows. We always laugh about that. If someone's been an arsehole in the boxing ring, like always holding me,
yeah,
I just fucking sneak a cheeky elbow.
You're not allowed to do that.
No. Just as they're coming in to hold, I just sort of put my hands up so high that my elbows are at their head height level, and they run into the elbows themselves.
Mad.
So I think you get crafty with that. But you know, like, because people don't. If you think it's a fair fight, and then you're wrong. You've got a number of issues, like referees. Don't think referees are bloody. They're not impartial. Referees.
They've got a
Last time
they're humans.
I got fucking dropped, and I think it's because they liked me almost that they called the fight off, because I always make time to fucking say g'day to them.
Yeah.
I got dropped. I got back up. I had no fog. Like I was a bit woozy at the first 1 or 2 seconds of the count. Got back up, bounced on my toes, and said, "I'm right, let's go." And then they still fucking called it off in a championship fucking fight, right? How the fuck? What's the point of even having an 8 count if the fighter gets up
and they shit can it anyway?
And they shit can it anyway. I don't give a fuck. I mean, end of the day, there's an assumed risk when you get inside that boxing ring.
Yeah, of course. You'd be signing
risk.
waivers and shit, wouldn't you?
Nah, oh, I don't know what I signed. I signed a bunch of stuff. I haven't looked at it. I think, but my point is that there's an assumed risk that you get in there. As a referee, your job is to make sure that we are safe. I get that, but the other thing is too. I mean, you go, all right. We got 3 knockdown rules. There's rules around that. On the first knockdown, come on, man. Yeah. On a championship fight, 2 guys have been fighting a long time, and I was winning the round.
Yeah.
You know, he's a big, powerful dude. I fought, but I'll tell you, that sort of takes your wind out of your sail, because I go fight again, and then I can just get stitched up like that again.
Yeah.
And so you're like, what am I doing this for? I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting fair adjudication, right? Then you have to figure out whether the promoter's on your side or the other person's side, right? Because sometimes you're not getting fair matchups.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's all political.
Yeah. They're going to look after the person that sells the most fucking tickets.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's become a business, not a sport, and that's fucking shithouse to see.
There's a guy I really admire, Sai. He runs Rebellion Muay Thai, and I'm not going to say I don't know him very well, but this is what I see from the outside. I've been to his shows as a spectator, but what I can see is that I don't think he gives a fuck about the money. He just wants to find the 2 closest matched dudes. They're going to beat the living cunt out of each other.
And that's what you want to see. Like that's you don't want to see a whitewash.
He sells out every show.
Because there's a show.
He has an amateur show and a pro show on the same day.
Yeah. And
they're both packed. You can buy like a pass that allows you to go to both, and people become fans of the sport. So he's building that martial arts in Australia, because it's always number 2 fights number 1.
Yeah.
Number 3 fights number 2. You know, that type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And so what happens is you get two of the finest tuned athletes in there, and they kick the cunt out of each other. The only people that win are the fans, you know, and all of a sudden it brings integrity to the sport. You win a Rebellion Muay Thai belt.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at it and goes, that's not fucking easy to get.
That's not given, that's earned.
Yeah, and then compared to, I watch a lot of boxing shows sometimes, and some
you
of
can
the other
almost
shows.
tell who's going to win before it happens.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, I've actually called from the start, I bet you this corner will win. As in, everybody from the blue corner will win.
Yeah.
And that's corrupt in that way.
That's bad.
And
See, it's not what you want to see. Like, that's not a fun way to spend a night.
No, but see, now I look at it and go, what am I doing this for anymore? You know, why am I doing this now? If I'm not getting paid good enough money, I'm just copping brain damage.
Yeah.
I can't remember some of my own friends' names on the spot. Like, so that's why I don't introduce some of my friends to people. Everyone thinks I'm just being rude.
You just don't.
But it's because my brain's going, well, I've known this guy for 20 years, but what's his name again? And then the moment's gone to introduce.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go there 5 minutes later
get
and go,
stuck.
oh, by the way, this is Chris over here.
Yeah, you get sort of bogged in your thoughts because
Yeah.
your brain's not operating as well, you know?
That's why I run Spartan races.
Yeah, well, I don't know what my next thing is. I was thinking about going and doing some singing lessons. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I don't have a very good voice.
You'll learn that.
I think that I'd love to do some ring announcing. Maybe I've been doing some commentary. That's fun because you're just basically doing this
Yeah, man.
with something in fun to talk about. And I think I do a reasonable job of that. I've been
You've had
asked.
a bit of practice with that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been asked back a number of times, and I think it's just like anything, it's practice.
Yeah, dude.
And that's the reason I asked you on this podcast to start with is because I know a little bit about your life, or know a lot about your life before we start, and so I'm in a comfort zone. But it was going to get hard to try to maintain an hour-long conversation.
Yeah, with someone that you've only just met.
Yeah, because I know I'm acquaintances with a lot of people with interesting stories.
But on the
I don't
flip
really know.
side, like, you're hearing the stories for the first time, so all your shit's going to be genuine.
Yeah, well, I don't think anything we've talked about is ungenuine. It's probably just not going to be as interesting as some of their podcasts.
True.
You know, I think so. But I'm going to check my battery on me thing and see how that goes on. Yeah, it's off. Hey man, well, my phone's died, so that means that
awesome.
we're recording. But we'll have the go live up on Facebook for the first time. It's good to practice this anyway, man. But
Yeah, man.
we're gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate you coming out.
No problem, you're welcome.
We've got heaps more to talk about, so we'll have you back for sure.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Hey guys, if you're watching this video, just like and share it. Let's get these cracking and get some interest. That way we'll get some, you know, some people that you might be interested. If you're interested to have somebody on, if there's someone that you think that, hey man, it'd be cool to speak to, might not necessarily be yourself, hit us up, comment on us, let us know what you think of this, man, because that encourages us. It's not about us, I'm not going to stop doing that, but it's nice to have some encouragement, you know. Let's put a bit of time and effort into getting this going. So if you can, guys, hit us up, hit the like button. But cheers guys, have a good day.
See you later.